Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, collectors out there. This is your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound, and today I'm going to discuss the sale of a coin that probably is easily mistaken for the big one. You know, it's like the heart attack of coins. And we have just witnessed the sale within the last month or so of one of these coins, one of these mistaken identity type of coins. And I have to say, I am extremely surprised. All right, so this particular coin is not the big one. All right, the date 1969, especially the mint mark S for San Francisco. So the 69S Lincoln penny with the doubled die obverse, make no mistake about it. It is one of the top 10 most chased, most coveted, most money spent on any one coin, as crazy as that sounds. You know, it's the coin. It's the coin in the coin roll hunting community as being kind of like self-proclaimed as the king of kings. And, you know, it's a coin that for every coin roll hunter or coin collector out there, they know this coin. Most examples that fall in the about uncirculated to low mint state condition routinely sells for between $25,000 to $35,000, and then they can go up or down from there depending on condition and a myriad of other things going on when the coin goes up for sale. So it is a coin that'll change lives. No doubt about it. But we're going to talk about another coin that is not the big one. It is not the doubled die, but it is a 69S. However, this example sold for $1,100, and the person that sold it didn't pull any wool over anyone's eyes. That's the funny part about this particular sale. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this one coin that sold about 30 days ago. Okay, we're going to discuss what it's about. We're also going to talk about the real deal 69S, so that way you can see this comparison, all right? Because you couldn't ask for two more polar opposites of a coin, but you need to know exactly what you're looking at as you're searching for these, all right? And then finally, at the end of the video, we're going to talk about whether or not this is a continuously viable sale, okay? Can we expect other sales similar to the $1,100 eBay coin that sold about a month ago? We're going to talk about it all. But as I had mentioned, we are going to take a look at the highly prized, highly coveted 69S Lincoln penny doubled die. Okay, this is also affectionately referred to as the FS-101 for the date. If you're a cherry picker's guide guy, you know, or anything like that, you'll know that the FS-101 catalog number is what defines this particular coin from any other. Alright, so here's the coin in question. This is the 69S doubled die obverse Lincoln cent. The one example that you see here is a graded piece, PCGS Mint State 64 full red. This particular example sold on Heritage Auctions a number of years back, and because of its high grade, this one sold for a record amount of money. $126,000 is what this one brought home at the end of that particular auction, and it has gone into the record books as being a coin that is identified as being, you know, a real treasure hunt masterpiece. Again, it's the coin that everybody looks for, but so few of them have the ability or sheer luck to find one. So this one right here is going to be kind of like our plate coin example for this particular video when it comes to differentiating the real deal to this other one that sold about 30 days ago. So when we're looking diagnostically at the 69S doubled die, the genuine example is going to look like what you see on screen here. Keeping in mind that there is no doubling whatsoever on the mint mark. Okay, and the reason why that is that this is punched independently on the die. Okay, so this is added after the die has been erected for the most part. The mint mark has been added afterwards, and that is why you don't have doubling on the mint mark feature like you do on the other example that we're going to see later on in this video. But this one right here, you can see just the wild spread, okay, on every single digit of the date. All right. This one, make no mistake about it, is the big one. Okay, it's really easy to identify at first glance. Even without the aid of a magnifier, the date is going to be the less appealing part. You're probably going to take a look at Liberty and probably go blind. So long 20/20 vision. Because this is one of those things that once you see it in hand, it's incredible. Okay, and it's dizzying just looking at it. I've seen a few of these up close in hand before, graded, and I could honestly say that, yeah, you know, without the aid of a magnifier, this is a very highly identifiable coin. So here's the motto right here: "In God we trust," and you can't ask for a more superfluous example of this particular variety for 1969. And keep in mind, it's only the San Francisco minted coins where you're going to find this incredibly powerful doubled die. All right, so that is the real deal FS-101. Somehow this video needed to be prefaced talking about exactly what the real one looks like before we head into the one that's sold on March 8th. So this is a screen grab of the example that sold on March 8th. As you can see, it sold 8:17 p.m. So it ended up being a later evening sale. $1,100. Okay, take a look at the amount of bids. This is not some buy it now. Okay, this wasn't some buy it now mistake or whatever it is. 39 bids. Okay, so you had a number of eligible folks who placed their bids and placed it up to $1,100. Okay, you got shipping for $4.20. This is a coin that was found back east somewhere, okay, which is a little unusual. But here's the thing, okay, this guy Tropical Bats 4, he's an avid coin guy that's on coincommunity.com. I know him. He and I have chatted before, okay, on the forum site. He is one of the professionals. Here's where this couldn't be any more of an honest auction. So it's titled 1969S Lincoln Memorial Cent Strong Machine Doubled Date. Now, doubled is misspelled, but that, you know, that's neither here nor there. Strong Machine Doubled Date. As you can see on this little thumbnail right here. MD, machine doubling. It is UNC condition, uncirculated. There is nothing weird or funny about this particular listing to where I feel like it's deceptive. There's nothing deceptive about this listing. But 39 bids rolling in for this strong example, and it helps that the photos are absolutely amazing on this. Okay, there's only 3 photos, which we're going to take a look at all 3 from this listing, but Tropical Bats is a known coin guy through the forum chat pages. So there again, this is a guy I would trust. His feedback rating is bulletproof. So yeah, there you go. All right, so here's the coin. Okay, these are the original screen images provided by Tropical Bats on this listing. So you have a nice obverse, you have a reverse image. The coin kind of looks more red-brown than anything else. You do have slight oxidation. The coin isn't a super high-end cherry, okay? It's one that I would probably peg down as being like a mid-state 62 red-brown, maybe a 63. These little scratches, I would guess, right here on the reverse are going to be just die scratches, die file lines, okay? But aside from that, the coin, as you can tell, doesn't exhibit that strong FS-101 real deal double die on the motto "In God We Trust" or Liberty. Okay, it's as regular as you could get for this particular date. This is what I would probably call a really good album filler type coin. All right, so 69S, machine doubled. Here's the close-up of the date and mint mark. All right, so this is classic marquee machine doubling. You have the flattened shelf-like features on each one of the numerals of the date in addition to the mint mark. See how part of it's all pancaked out? The overall size of the device of this mint mark has been squished and flattened, all right, which is a result of a little bit of a die hop action when the coin was ejected upon the strike. And that's why you have this incredible machine doubled appearance, which to some people would fool, especially if you don't know the difference between machine doubling and real hub doubling. So this is what this coin looks like if you were to receive it. Not sure if the transaction's complete. Of course, it's about 30 days old. I noticed that there hasn't been any feedback left for this sale. I don't know. But as you can see, there is no other specific machine doubling on any other part of the coin other than the date and mint mark. Now, on a genuine doubled die, you won't have the machine doubling on the mint mark. It's just going to be on the actual peripheral details of the coin before the mint mark is added. All right, so that's the coin, ladies and gentlemen. That's sold for $1,100. Call it for what it is. I've always said that strong machine double coins does have some sort of weird, funky, cult classic following on the back end somewhere, even though it is not a real variety or an error. So this is really interesting. Previous high sales of this coin with good, decent pictures like this one have been as high as maybe $200 to $300, which at those levels is still a ridiculous amount of money. But this one has the dubious distinction of being the high dollar value at $1,100. Now, is this a viable coin to sell for you? History suggests yes. Okay, great pictures is going to be important. It cannot be advertised as a real variety or an error. It must be marketed as machine doubled, much like Tropical Bats has discussed on this coin. As long as you put in all of those factors in there, you're going to have a nice clean sale regardless of what it sells for. Will your coin sell for this level of money? I can't really say. I find this one to be quite an anomaly. And, you know, do I see another sale coming in the future that's in much nicer shape that'll hit $1,500? I don't know. It just seems all very janky to me because this is a coin that has been reviled in coin collecting as being anything else but standard machine doubling or strike doubling. All right, it's not a coin that typically we would see as being a collectible. If you sent this coin out to a third-party grader, they will not put in double die. Okay, they won't attribute it as such. They won't attribute it as an error. All right, it's just going to be attributed as a standard 69S. All right. So I want to thank you guys for joining. Hopefully you found some useful stuff out of this video, keeping in mind that coins of this caliber with the machine doubling, they do have a hidden weird secondary market for folks that want to collect it, okay? And, you know, buyer beware, seller, okay? Just be careful when you're selling these things that you're absolutely truthful on your listing. So I want to thank everyone for joining. Would love to hear your comments on this one. Again, feel free to like, share, subscribe. Sharing the video means you care about your boy Blue. I want to thank you guys again. I'm your host, Sean. And, you know, Coinaholics, we are discovering together, okay? I want to see some tales of some really great finds out there. And it was a pleasure. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.